Man, I just spent 15 minutes talking into the camera, and when I uploaded the file into my computer, there's no audio. So I use this little thing. Usually it works, but maybe I did not plug it in properly, because then I tried again, it did a quick test, it worked. So basically, rule number one: never record a video before doing a audio and sound test before, especially when you plan to talk, for 10-15 minutes. So I hope it's working now, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update. So yesterday I had an unexpected phone call from my former friend. We were trucking together back in the day, and then we went separate ways. I took a break for almost 2 years, right, from trucking. Turns out this guy is still trucking. Now he's like a millionaire because he has a paid off mortgage in Guelph, Ontario. His house is probably worth $1 million, but this guy worked like a horse, I don't know, like a donkey all his life, because his wife didn't work. He had a daughter in school, and so he's still trucking. Turns out he's still with Landstar, and he bought International Lone Star. And I knew that he was a Volvo fan, so I said, why didn't get a Volvo? And he says, because there was no trucks. This was during COVID. He says there was like 5 brand new trucks for the entire Canada, and so he got what he could find, and he got International Pro Star, and he has a step deck trailer. He said he paid about $70,000. I never understand why people would pay more for a step deck than you can get an RGN from Kaufman for like 65 US, which is pretty much the same, but with RGN you can make much more money than with a step deck. That's just my belief. So anyway, also I got up at 5 o'clock today, went for a run. It was already snowing, like light snow, but very annoying because all your clothes get wet because it melts right away. So my pants and my jacket were all wet by the time I came home. I did probably 3 kilometers, and then I had a feeling that my new license would be in the mailbox, because I didn't check the mailbox on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Went in, sure enough, I see an envelope from Alberta Ministry of Transportation, and I could feel there's a plastic inside. And so when I went to work, I ran into the manager, and I said, check this out. And I showed him the license, and he says, oh, so now it's official. And he says, so you're staying with us till spring? I said, don't worry, I'm not leaving. Just give me all the overtime you can. I need the money. And he says, okay. And then I had 2 interesting loads. Right away they made me hook up a trailer to the pickup truck, and I like pulling that one. That one has electric brakes. It's rated, they're saying it can hold 14,000 pounds of payload. And so I loaded by myself as like a medium-size scissor lift. Loaded, secured it. The ramps, that trailer has like huge ramps, all metal, super heavy. You have to muscle them down and then up, it's a lot of weight, probably 100 pounds each. But I did it, secured the scissor lift, delivered it to a guy. He was working inside a Hino truck dealership, and he says you can pick it up later, but we didn't have time today because I came back to the yard at 4:30 and the office closes at 5:30. So I asked the dispatch, and they said no, that place is like 50 kilometers away in the very south of Calgary. We'll do it tomorrow. And on the way back, when I dropped off that scissor lift, they said there's a skid steer to pick up and bring back to the yard. And I thought it would be something small. I show up there, it's a regular size, kind of like what I operated on a solar farm in Drumheller, probably 10,000 pounds. It's pretty heavy for a pickup truck with a trailer. So I managed to start it, and right away I was super happy that my hands remembered all the ISO controls. Just the right joystick was for the bucket, left one for the movement. I was spinning it around, picked up the bucket. Man, I was so happy inside that skid steer. Even this one was case, but everything is the same as on a Bobcat T770 or John Deere. So there was nobody helping me, so I managed to, you know, those ramps, they move. You can make them more narrow or wider. So I you know, parked the skid steer right in front of the trailer so I could see how I have to adjust the ramps. So adjusted the ramps, and I couldn't back because by myself you cannot see anything. So I just drove straight in, which put probably a bit more weight than would be okay on the axles, because I could see the bulge on the tires was a bit too much, you know. But I moved it as far as I could forward, because of course the counterweight on that skid steer, it was sitting right on top of tires. But when I came to the yard, so I was able to unload it by myself. And of course I used four chains for binders on each corner, because it's a heavy machinery, above 10,000 pounds, I'm pretty sure. But the truck had no issues. Like that Ram diesel pickup, it's like amazing power, just pulls like crazy, even with this 10,000 pounds on the trailer. Like I have total respect for, you know, for this diesel pickup trucks. Like either this one or F350 would be most welcome in my personal collection. And so yeah, I did a bunch of smaller stuff, small stuff deliveries, like some you know, like very small delivery of a scaffold. And then I did some guy ordered a floor sander, and that one also came with a vacuum and some diamond you know, cutting things. Delivered that in downtown, and that's it. I was back in the yard at 4:30, so basically 30 minutes of overtime, which is pretty good. And try to do some Uber Eats and DoorDash. They gave me 2 orders going in the wrong area. I canceled them, did nothing, so just turned everything off and headed home. Just played my accordion for a little bit, and now we're doing this video. So tomorrow is Friday. Probably tomorrow will be busy, because Friday normally people return equipment and the scaffolding, because they don't want to pay for the weekend, and then Monday they order it back again, because, you know, if they're not working on weekends, they don't want to pay for 2 days of that stuff sitting on, you know, on their properties. So probably it's going to be a lot of work. But I know first thing tomorrow I definitely again getting that trailer in the pickup truck and heading down south to get that scissor lift that I delivered first thing in the morning. And the Freightliner is still in the shop. They have no idea when it's going to be done, so it looks like it's something serious with that engine. So otherwise it would be nice to have that truck, you know, to move the case skid steer. But yeah, for now I'm limited to pickup trucks only, even though I have class 1. Go figure. Thanks for watching.